Point guard with the best handle you ever saw.
God Shammgod.
Yeah, Shammgod.
Shammgod.
Without question. Amen.
God Shammgod.
In New York City, only a few managed to really defy the odds. In my era, there were a few players who would transcend the New York City basketball scene to proportions unimaginable. God Shammgod was one of those guys. Brooklyn-born, Harlem-bred, God Shammgod, formerly known as Shammgod Wells, is a basketball icon. Since his early days in high school at LaSalle Academy in New York City, his name became synonymous with being an elite basketball player. Most notably, by his incredible handles, Shamm would literally dribble circles around his opponents. And in 1995, his hard work led him to being selected to the McDonald's All-American game, where he would share the stage with all-time greats like Kevin Garnett, Stephon Marbury, and Paul Pierce, just to name a few. And when it was time for college, he chose Providence, where he would go on to earn all Big East rookie honors his freshman year, and then he followed that up, leading the Friars to the NCAA Elite Eight, where they faced Mike Bibby's Arizona squad. That's where he'll put the world on notice and try out a new move that he's been working on, the Shammgod. Little did he know that move would circle the globe and bring his name notoriety beyond his wildest dreams. Shamm credits his early years to waking up at the crack of dawn as a kid and practicing his ball handling. In middle school, his gym teacher happened to be none other than NBA legend Tiny Archibald, who once told him, as long as he could dribble the ball at a high level, he'll always bring value to a team. That advice stuck with Shamm, and he'd work on his craft from sunup to sundown. Shamm would put weights on his wrists and perform dribble moves at full speed. When he took those weights off, his hand speed would be visibly improved. He grew addicted to those results, and it started showing up in his play. Once he had his handle right, he worked on the rest of his game, and the rest was history. I believe the year was 1994, the summer before my freshman year at high school, and I had been invited to attend the 5-star guard camp in Holmesdale, Pennsylvania. All I could remember from that camp was my counselor, Tony Campbell, who at this time played with the New York Knicks, telling us younger campers that Shammgod was the best player at the camp, and we all should be watching what he does. His rituals, his routines, the way that he was a leader, the way that he was so vocal on the court, and an extension of the coach, are all things that Shammgod thrived in, naturally. So it'd be no surprise that Shammgod made it to the league and leveraged that experience into a 10-year overseas career. Now he's put on his coaching hat and began a journey that would ultimately lead him back to the NBA, but this time as player development coach with the Dallas Mavericks. So salute to God Shammgod, one of the best to ever do it.